Hello friends, so here I am with another video, and I was thinking about having one separate Kubernetes cluster in my home lab. So I thought to have one separate computer itself, and that I've now prepared. So I have one separate Mac Mini available at my home, and that Mac Mini has been reformatted, and now I have installed Ubuntu live server on it, the version 24/0, and that computer I've set up the Kubernetes cluster on it using kubectl, Minikube, and Docker. So I'm just going to show you like what inside it and just set up it. So just wanted to have that brief about like how it looks like right now. So I have already checked that my separate computer, the Mac Mini, is up and running right now, and I'm going to SSH to that computer, and that so let's see how to SSH to that computer and what's running inside that. So I am doing this SSH over here on this IP of my Mac Mini, and I logged into that. Okay, so here I am logged into my computer. A couple of things are here already, you can see on the screen, so let me do the top. So this Mac Mini has 4 CPUs in it and 16 GBs of RAM, and yeah, a couple of things are running over here. So let's close this window with F10 and do this clear, and let's see what's inside my Kubernetes cluster or setup. kubectl cluster info. I guess we have to wait for this little bit. So it says I am not able to connect with the Kubernetes, and I think that's the reason, because my Minikube cluster is not up and running. So I'll do this Minikube start driver as Docker, and let's wait for some time. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so Minikube is now starting. It's on 132 and my Ubuntu is 24/04. Restarting existing Docker containers for Minikube. Okay, let's wait for this. So here we can also see that the Kubernetes version is 128.3 on Docker 24.07. I think it's going to take some time. So it's a pretty old Mac Mini, and that Mac Mini is not very kind of like highly, doesn't have much of hardware in it. So I think it's going to take some time, but let's wait for this and see what happens next. So the command to start Minikube is complete, and here we see that done. kubectl is now configured to use Minikube cluster and default namespace by default. So let's try to run the cluster info command here, and now we see that the cluster is completely running over here. So couple of commands I want to show you here is we'll see what's inside the kubectl the cluster. So kubectl and get all -a. Yeah, that's the pretty much it right now inside this. So as we can see, I think one of the things that I externally installed or applied through Helm after the default setup was Rancher. So Rancher is here, and so today I am going to try to access Rancher outside of this server and on my local desktop. So definitely the next video will come up about how to configure your Kubernetes deployment services, and how to kind of access all those resources from outside of this computer on a separate or a separate system. So yeah, thanks for being here and watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel. I am going to use this particular cluster more often for my different use cases or other or examples that I'm doing, or some kind of test that I'm going to perform on this Kubernetes cluster. Thank you for watching.